Hello, Earthlings and beings on the planet. I just wanted to make a quick video. I know I've been posting all of my Australia videos consecutively, but I feel I wanted to put out a message that was very time sensitive, so that is what this video is going to be. Today, January 20th, 2017, the United States inaugurated its next president, Donald Trump. And I know a lot, especially for our community and a lot of communities, there's a lot of fear and mistrust and upset around these events. And I feel that in this time, it's really important to just take a breath and really look at the big picture, but also work on some thought processes that I think can be extremely helpful if a large number of beings and people put their thoughts in this direction. And really look at this for what it is, which is a reflection of where our planet is at this time. We have had ample opportunities to shift the system, and I believe that Donald Trump is the catalyst for us wanting the system to fall apart before it can rebuild. And I've heard other spiritual teachers talk about this, Teal Swan definitely being the main person talking about this. And, you know, we are in a space of illusion and separateness, and he is, of course, a very heightened reflection of this energy. But I wanted to talk about Donald Trump as a person and how we can go about interacting with his energy and how we see him. As much as a lot of us would not like to look at it this way, Donald Trump is also a part of Source, believe it or not. It's really important that we remember that just like all of us, he is just an expression of Source being expressed onto the planet in a physical third-dimensional body. Now, we may not like what he's doing, but at his core essence, he is also a divine being. Now, I believe that he is a being that has probably gone through a lot of trauma emotionally, which is what creates fear within a being, which creates a feeling of separateness, which creates a feeling of being unloved. And when we are in that space, we then want to control everything around us because we feel like we have a lack of control. It's very in the space of the ego. And honestly, I feel a lot of sympathy for Donald Trump. I feel that he is he's probably in a very hurting space. He probably doesn't understand why he feels the way he does. And that's very sad to me as a person who really likes to look at their stuff most of the time. And in a constant state of healing and awareness, I can't imagine what it must be like to be in that constant victim state and feeling like everything happens to us and feeling very out of control. Obviously, he's compensating for those feelings by being in control on the most intense level at this point. So I want to just take a moment, and you can do this with other people you have issues with, or just people you have an issue with judging, or things like that. I want you to picture this person, and in this instance, I'm going to use Donald Trump because I think it's so relevant right now. I want you to see past the exterior and the human aspect of him, the egoic aspect, and really think about what he is at his essence, which is still Source consciousness. He is still a human being. And I want you to think about him in this space and understand that he is just having an experience, just like all of us. And, you know, maybe we don't like how he is expressing, but he is just a piece of Source consciousness expressing onto the planet. And in that space of understanding, I think it's important that we show him love. We don't have to agree with him, but I think it's important that we show him love because through love and awareness and acceptance, people can heal. And I don't believe anyone is past the level of healing, and I believe everyone has the potential to open their pineal gland and be aware of the universe and connection and love. And so I think the more of us who can see him that way and send that energy to him, the better it can be. Don't forget that by fearing him or fearing what he can do is still creating separateness and believing that he is outside of our control. He's outside of who we are. He isn't different from us. He's just another aspect of us. And honestly, I think he's an aspect that we have shoved down very, very deep. The aspect of us that sees separation, the aspect of us that sees judgment or is judgmental, and the aspect of us that, or many aspects of us that we don't like within ourselves and that we're trying to heal. So I think it's important to look at him as an intent reflection of where we're at. You may not be racist, you might not be homophobic, but if you feel separateness within yourself when it comes to other people, the people you love and people like Donald Trump, that is still being in the illusion of separateness, and that is still the vibration that he is reflecting. So I think it's really good to step into a much wider range of perspective and really think about how we are going to move forward as people in America and people in the world. Because of course he is a reflection of the entire world, because he's going to affect the entire world. So it's really important to really take note of that and not freak out, but understand how you can heal that within yourself, because we are all one consciousness. As we heal ourselves, we heal the world, and we become a match to a much more pleasant experience vibrationally. So I think that's really important to remember. I just posted this picture on my Instagram that I felt was very poignant for this time. I didn't specifically find it to post it for today, but when I saw it, I felt that it was an extremely valid thing to post. And it says, "The people with the power to move and act through unconditional love will be the healers and heroes of our planet." And I added to that, even though the world seems full of chaos, stay above the fear of the unknown. Allow fear to flow through and transform it into love. We are the peacemakers and joy seekers. Be the light and teachers for the world to see through your actions and loving words. It is not over until the last person awakens and is brought into the warm embrace of the community. So I really felt that was an important thing to check in with and be aware of, especially today and especially going forward in this country. He can do all he wants, but if we decide to love one another and do what's true to us at our essence, he can't do anything. We outnumber him millions to one. And I know it's not just him, it is also the Congress, but again, we can re-elect them, we can impeach them, there are things we can do, but if we stay in fear, we are still creating that separateness that we don't like within him. So I have a few cards here from my new Oracle deck, Mudras, for Awakening the Energy Body. I love this deck. I will be reviewing this at some point. I got it for Christmas. I've pulled out a few different mudras that I felt were good, and I'm going to pull one according to what the planet feels we are needing right now. So I pulled oneness, unconditional love, harmony, radiant light, and awakening. So I'm just going to shuffle a few of these and see what comes through, and I will teach you how to do it. And I think this is a really good thing to do while in your meditation. Mudras are a hand position that helps direct the energy into a certain way of being. I've really been enjoying this deck. It's been really lovely. It has a little focus mantra and things like that, so that's really good. So I'm going to pull one of these. The Mudra of Harmony. This is the one I was most drawn to, so I think that's very interesting anyway. To get all the mudras again, you can get the deck, or you can look them up online. So this is the Mudra of Harmony. I'm not going to try to pronounce this, but it looks like Trimarta Mudra. And this helps in life transitions, equanimity, and balance. And the benefits for the body are menopause, fertility, and pelvic issues. Creation center. Cultivates emotional balance and support, harmonizes change. All right, so what you do is down on your sacral chakra, you're going to bring your hands together like this. Okay, very simple. You're going to place it on your sacral chakra down here, a little bit below your belly button and into your lap here. And you're going to just sit there and focus on your hands in this position. And the focus mantra is balance and harmony accompany all of my transitions. Man, is that on point. So balance and harmony accompany all of my transitions. Our country and our planet is in transitional time. We are transitioning into the fifth dimension. And we have a lot of low vibrations on the planet that we need to work through. They just are. They aren't bad or good, but they just are. And they are keeping us from being in that fifth dimensional experience. So as you create this mudra and you focus on it, I want you to also focus on everyone in the world being source consciousness, being a human being having an experience, and how we all are just souls having an experience, and that we are all raising in frequency, even if it doesn't seem like all of us are in that same space. But since we're all one collective consciousness, we are all being affected, whether it's subconsciously or not. So in the light of today, I send you all love and light and peace, and hopefully a deeper awareness of where we are at on the planet. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Keep your chin up. This is all just an experience. It's all just soul growth. Many blessings. Namaste. Don't forget, it's all about the soul journey.